Happy Tuesday, writers. Today for writing workshop, you're going to need your writing notebook and a pencil. Go ahead and open up to last week's work where we were writing a paragraph following Mrs. Ling's example on the topic that was given. If you could invite any celebrity to visit school, you were to rewrite exactly what Mrs. Ling had for my topic and the 3 details. Our details included a reason and the example that supported the reason. For your classwork, you were asked to write your own example with your topic, telling me who the celebrity or person that you would like to invite to our school, including your details with examples to support. Today, we're going to continue writing, so we're going to label our next page as page 26, and we're going to label the top paragraph prompt. Then turn back to your table of contents so we can record this to keep ourselves organized. So for number 26, we're going to write this as paragraph prompt. So this week we are going to be working with a prompt and then planning, and then the second day of each of the prompts we will be writing our paragraphs. So paragraph prompt today is 9-29-20. So we're going to start by writing the prompt at the top. So you're going to be writing the word prompt with your 2 semicolons and underlining it. Today's prompt that we're going to start with is, what is the hardest job in the world? Question mark. So anytime that you're given a prompt that you're going to be asked to respond to, you need to look for keywords to let you kind of be aware of so you can stay focused and know what the intention of the writing piece is supposed to be centered around. So for this particular prompt, we're going to underline the words hardest job in the world. So there are many jobs that we would consider to be hardest jobs, but we need to also make sure that when we're writing in response to a question, we also have to write with our understanding of what we know. So in this case, today's example is you're going to copy down exactly what Mrs. Ling's copying down, and Mrs. Ling is going to be writing about what she knows best, which is teaching. So we're going to come up with our planning sheet today. And because we're getting into our next unit of opinion writing, we're going to be writing with the frame of what we call an Oreo. So we're going to show the format of what the Oreo planning sheet looks like. So at the top, we're going to write the letter O on the outside, which stands for what is our opinion. So we're going to be stating the topic as well as what our thoughts are. We're going to then support this with what we call our reasons. So you're going to be giving your first reason, then supporting it with an example. So right now we're in the midst of spelling Oreo, but we know that we can't just support an opinion with one reason. We know a opinion needs to have much more support. So we're going to support it with 3 reasons. So go ahead and write your 3 R's, and then you have your 3 E's, so your examples of each. Then at the bottom, because an Oreo cookie has a cookie on the top and the bottom, we're going to be restating our opinion to make sure that we are giving our reader the information that they need. So we have our Oreo format. So we're going to look back at the prompt, and our job is to use the prompt in our actual topic or our opinion statement. So this is just generating some ideas how to write an opinion paragraph, and we will get into more details about what an opinion essay is later on next week. So we're going to start by saying the prompt is, in my opinion, comma, the hardest job in the world is being a teacher. Period. So looking at the prompt, we were asked to describe what the hardest job is, but we also have to be able to give supports or reasons why we picked the job we did. And today you are not doing this on your own, yet you're copying down what Mrs. Ling is asking you to copy down so we can build ourselves a model. So you're writing the same opinion Mrs. Ling is using Mrs. Ling's words. So in my opinion, comma, the hardest job in the world is being a teacher. So we've restated the question in the topic sentence. Well, now we have to generate 3 reasons why we would say that being a teacher is a challenging job at times. So my first reason I will be writing about is the paperwork. And the paperwork is something that takes up so much time. So I'm going to have my evidence or example that it takes up a lot of time. So when I'm doing my planning, I am not focusing on writing complete sentences. This is a planning sheet, which is jotting down of the ideas that I can elaborate and make into more complex sentences when I move into my paragraph or essay format. So this is just jotting down of ideas. So paperwork is my first reason why being a teacher is challenging. And then I gave my evidence or example taking up a lot of time. We could also say at times there are a lack of resources provided. And that is because of the cost. So we can say they cost a lot of money. So oftentimes teachers are then required to spend their own money in order to support the students that are in their classroom. So we don't get a lot of funding, so that makes our job a little bit more challenging. And then my third reason that being a teacher can be a pretty challenging job is there can be a lot of children. So I've had years that I've had classes over 30. Our typical size that is not supposed to be met to go over. So my maximum amount of kiddos in my class should be about 23 to 24 kiddos. And I've had classes that are well over 30 or more students. So having a lot of students in a classroom can be challenging because of, and this is my evidence or my example, so that limits our time, so limited time to get to know them. It also can be challenging because of our space. We have smaller classrooms at Harvey, which makes it a little bit more challenging to spread kiddos out and to be able to have room to do activities that we would like to do when we have a few less kids in a classroom. So we were able to take the prompt, reword it to be a topic sentence stating what we were thinking the answer should be, then answering what our opinion is based on 3 relevant details or reasons why, and then we have some further explanation to make those solid reasons. We are then needing to sum up or give a conclusion. So we're looking back at our prompt and our topic sentence. So we stated, in my opinion, the hardest job in the world is being a teacher. So we want to make sure that we reword it. So we could state, being a teacher is one of the hardest but most rewarding jobs in my opinion. And I'm just squeezing in opinion, kind of going off my box. So we took the prompt. We are then using our answer to organize our thought process. Tomorrow, we're going to use our format of our organizational kind of planning sheet to write a paragraph using this information. Today, write the information that we've recorded in your own notebook, take a picture, and then submit to me.